Radu's world is called Maramureseni. It is a mountainous region situated in northern Romania. The day starts early in Bogdan Voda, the village where Radu lives. Everybody has his job to do. Most of the objects the villagers use, the clothes they wear, and the food they eat are made or grown locally. The inhabitants of Bogdan Voda aren't very rich, but almost everyone owns his own house. Children learn responsibility in Bogdan Voda. Radu and his two sisters, Viorica and Maria, each have their chores to do each morning. Like sweeping the courtyard. Often Radu gets up at dawn to help his father cut hay, gather wood, or take the animals to pasture. This morning there was much to do, and Radu just has time to wash before rushing off to school. Today, the lesson is about plants and vegetables. This is one of the subjects the children like best. It helps them to better understand the world they see every day. Romanian is a Latin language, and many of the words resemble French and Italian. Radu likes going to school. He is 13 and a good student. After school, what Radu likes best is helping his father, Jorge. Like everyone else in the village, Jorge is a farmer, but he also has another job. He is a wagon driver. Today, Jorge has a load of wood to deliver to a brick kiln. Bricks are made one by one using wooden molds. When they are thoroughly dried, a kiln is built. For 3 days and 3 nights, the fire is kept going. The brickmaker doesn't need a thermometer to check the temperature. He can tell by the odor. When the bricks are baked, he will close all the openings to let the fire go out. The kiln is left to cool off for 2 weeks. Then it is broken down and the bricks are ready for use. While Radu is working with his father, his sister, Viorica, is putting hemp to soak in a still part of the river. Most of the clothes worn in the village are made at home out of this material. After soaking, the hemp will be dried on the wooden fences that surround each house. Then the fibers will be separated from the rest of the plant, as the women are doing here. Later, it will be spun and woven by hand. Other women are doing the washing. Viorica has finished with the hemp and has come to help. In Bogdan Voda, old people also have their job to do, working in the fields, taking care of the grandchildren, or spinning wool. They make a useful contribution to the well-being of their families and their community. They are also the guardians of the local traditions. Mountain flowers are the inspiration for the woven and embroidered designs which decorate pillowcases, tablecloths, and napkins. The arts of embroidery and weaving, handed down from generation to generation, remain very much alive. Irina, Viorica's cousin, helps her mother to work the loom and weave the cloth. These looms can't be bought in stores. They are all handmade in the village. Wood is an important part of the Maramureseni tradition. Most of the houses are made out of it, and the art of wood sculpture is highly developed. Many of the houses have beautifully carved wooden gates. Some of the men in the village go to work in the nearby forest. Often logs have to be brought down steep inclines, where even a tractor would have difficulty going. The horses are sure-footed and well-suited to this type of work. The men are using a sapenta to move the huge logs onto the loading platform. The sapenta is a simple but efficient tool that has been used for generations. The whole family comes together for the evening meal. Food in Maramuresh is simple: bean soup, bread, pickled cucumbers. Mama Liga, the yellow dish on the table, is the real staple of the local diet. Made of ground cornmeal, it can be mixed with milk, cheese, or lard. It makes a nourishing and economic dish. In the springtime, shepherds leave for the high mountain pastures to take care of the town's sheep and cows. Radu's uncle, Nikolai, is an expert at making cheese. He pours warm curdled milk through a strainer into wooden barrels. Then he beats the mixture to speed up the process of separating the different parts of the milk. Like all other children, Nikolai's youngest son, Tawadar, starts his apprenticeship at an early age. The heavy part of the milk forms into curds and sinks to the bottom of the barrel. This will become the cheese. The thin liquid on top is poured out. But before the cheese can be put on the shepherd's shelf to cure, any remaining liquid has to come out. That's why it's wrapped in linen cloth and suspended in the sun. Planks could be cut faster and straighter by machine. But the craftsmen of Maramuresh are highly skilled and proud of their traditions. This is the way planks have always been made in Bogdan Voda. As the Maramuresh is a mountainous region, fertile land is rare and often located at some distance from the village. The community has tried to solve this problem by dividing up the land as equally as possible. In Romania, most of the land is collectivized. This means that it doesn't belong to individual farmers, but to the community or to the state. In Bogdan Voda, each farmer decides how much land he wants to cultivate and receives a proportionate share of the harvest.